I'm telling you, grief is absolutely destructive on a mental and a physical level. It's England out there and it's Cyprus in here. Well, that was one of the best night's sleep I've had in a long time. This is especially for those of you that think that Cornwall is always lovely. It is not. Woo! I think most of you by now know why I do this, because I even struggle talking about it. Today I'm going back to Nanjizal, one of my favourite places in Cornwall, but there's a little secret that many people don't know about this beach. That's one of my most favourite parts of Cornwall, and I've come today to camp with the Bivvi, and I was going to camp just here so I can look down at this. There isn't going to be a massive moonrise tonight. It's a bit cloudy, and I was going to camp just there. But have a look. That peninsula over there, it's got two whopping great clusters of rocks and then some beautiful grass. I think the OEX Salamander Bivvi will tuck in nicely there. It's going to be 40-mile-an-hour winds at some point. But I've got an OEX Bush Tarp Pro to protect me from the prevailing wind. I'll be in the OEX. Oh, I've got the OEX Traverse 5 sleep mat, so there won't be any cold or any heat going into the ground, or not much heat going into the ground. It's got a R rating of 4.6. And then I'll come and see that beautiful cave tomorrow. It's still going to be here. Minding my own business. No one's going to steal my bag. Look what I've just spotted. Look at that. So I've whacked a big light on. Let's have a look. Does it go up? Does it go down? Let's pop the light on. It goes up there. Oh, looks like it goes down at the end. That looks holy shit. Where on earth does that hole go? Could go right down to the sea. This is a new bit of path for me. And there's such a gorgeous little mermaid pool down there. Oh, look at that. There must be a way down there. Check this out. I've got to be careful. Look at that for a little lagoon. Beautiful. So many places I want to come back when spring finally arrives and when summer gets here. But I've not wasted the winter. Finding these spots is magic. So it turns out that it looks like a great spot, but when you get here, it's not. That's okay, we'll keep looking. And worst case scenario, I know a really good spot, an hour or so, no, 40 minutes back on the path. But there's always something just around the corner, isn't there? This is especially for those of you that think that Cornwall is always lovely. It is not. Woo! It's nearly blowing me over. But it's still nice. So using the formula that I use of thinking for the next 4 hours rather than the next 4 minutes, I decided to head back to the spot I knew was going to be good. I'm back down at Nanjizal, and what people don't know about this area is you've just seen what it's like up there and up there, blowing, horrible, and people think, oh, there's no point in going. There is, because watch this. Even if the sea is really, really rough everywhere else, this is the place to be. And this is why. This place is always changing. It's really nice and deep today. And it's a bit late now. I've got camp to set up. So I'm going to get in the morning. But this is Nanjizal, and that water is some of the most beautiful water you can swim in. And even when, look how bad it is out there, it's horrible out there, it's England out there, and it's Cyprus in here. Super cool. Do not cancel your trip because the weather's bad. Everyone else will, and you'll have this place like I have now. It's 3:25 on a low tide at Nanjizal. No one's here. Well, sorry guys, I couldn't show you setting up because it got too bad too quickly. So it was a case of get it up to stay dry. I'm sort of happy with it. I love the fact that you've got to repurpose everything. So my swim shoes for tomorrow are supporting my centre pole. It is due to become very, very windy. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guy points, 2 walking poles, 10 pegged in ropes. So if I get a couple of failures when the wind gets really bad, I'm fine. I'm back in the OEX Salamander. I've got the OEX Traverse 5.0, which is an R value of 4.6, and I deserve it. It's been a long day. I could have done with a bit more height. I'll get out in a sec and show you the outside, but I just want to stay dry for a second. That is my little nest for the night. But that is my little sanctuary. It's not ideal, but I needed to put it up fast. Now, as cosy as it was in my little sanctuary, it is important, or I find it's really important, before you get yourself settled down for the night, go outside one last time, regardless of the weather, check your guide points, check that the ropes haven't stretched, that the seams and the stitching on the anchor points is good, because it's better to do a 5-minute check in the wet than wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and all hell's broke loose. Awful long time to think tonight, and I was thinking, this has turned into a bit of a failure of a camp. And then because I have had an awful long time, it gets dark. It got dark at 5 to 6, 10 to 6. And I don't know what time it is now, but I've been sat here for a long time thinking, bugger, hasn't quite worked out. And then I reflected, and it has worked out actually, because problems were created by me, by forgetting things. The weather created some problems. It was unexpected. It wasn't supposed to be quite as bad as this, but that's fine. We pack, we not train, but over many camps, things have gone wrong lots of times, and you problem solve around it. And the weather came in incredibly fast, and I managed to get food, shelter and warmth. I'm toasty warm. It's very cold, and I must mention on that point, because I know I haven't done the video, but a company got in touch called Subzero, and they sent me what I consider the best compression top that I have ever had. It's super comfortable. I'm really tall, with 6'3". It goes right down to my butt, tucks right in, move your arms about, it doesn't lift up, you get no builder's bum and all that jazz. It's amazing, and it feels beautiful. I am going to do a video on it. I'm terribly sorry, Subzero, I haven't done it yet. I'll put a link to Subzero. I don't get anything for it. I've really appreciated the kit, and I said to them I only do reviews on kit that I like, and I've used this. It's so good actually. I went for a swim one day and forgot a towel, and then the top is so good I was able to use it as a towel. That was at Pen and Bounder. I've taken it to Dartmoor, I've taken it to Wales, I've taken it to all along South Devon, South Cornwall, all over the place, all through the winter. They sent it me in about October, November time. And yeah, so we've solved lots and lots of problems. I've tested out my new Neo drone. I've figured out that with a hot ration pack, because I was having to get the camp together really quickly, I was having to kneel down in the wet grass, and my knees of my trousers and the knees of my stockings, leggings, whatever they're called, got soaking wet, and I didn't want to get in there wet. So my ration pack, while it was really hot, I ironed my knees, and they're both super dry. Oh, what else have we sorted? I've used my shoe as a protector for my tarp. I'm loving the OEX, I can't remember what it's called, but oh, I've just noticed it says max load 100 kilos, so I'm over the max load by 5 kilos, but it's very cool. It's very light. X-Lite stool, I think it's called. I've got the X-Lite stool, the X-Lite chair, the X-Lite table. It's a very OEX-y night tonight. OEX OEX Bush Tarp Pro, OEX Salamander, OEX Traverse 5 sleep mat, which is incredible. I think in the UK it's 4.6 R rated, so how much heat is lost from your body to the ground. The higher the R number, the less heat is lost. This is a 4.6, and to be honest, I don't think in the UK, because I've done minus temperatures with that one, I don't think you'd need more, unless you're going up, you know, Ben Nevis, Snowdon, you know, in those Snowdonia, maybe the Brecons. I don't think you're going to need much more than the 4.6. That is certainly going to do me for what I do. OEX, OEX pans, brilliant. I didn't even buy those. I bought a tent, and the guy sent that in the box as well. Awesome. So in short, I think it's been a success. I've been down to have a look at the sea. It's absolutely raging at the moment. I'm hoping that pool is still as deep, because I've got some really cool things. Another thing that's been sent to me, And if you're a member of the channel, the things that get sent to me, I am going to pass on to you guys, the members. There's 5 of you at the moment. I've got a water purification system, an e-fin for a sup. Nobody's going to want this vest because I've worn it so many times, this compression top or base layer. Or maybe you will, I don't know, the world's a funny place, isn't there? There's girls all over the internet selling used garments. Maybe that's something for me to explore. If you want to buy a used top from the Optimistic Adventurer, pop your name in the comments. We'll come to a deal. Times are hard. But yeah, sign up to the channel. If you want to support the channel and become a member, that would be fantastic. I think most of you by now know why I do this. I even struggle talking about it. But little Dom set this channel up, and I was never going to do what I do. It was always just to sit on his bed and show him a bit of the outdoors that he couldn't get to. And then when he passed away on June the 12th 2021, I decided that this was going to be my tool to healing, and it is healing me. And I heard something today on the drive over about what was the, not rehabilitation, it's a recovery. It was about recovering, and how recovery is a return to pre-event. And I'm miles from there at the moment, a long way. But when I heard that guy, it was a doctor talking about stroke victims, which you think it's not related, but I'm telling you, grief is absolutely destructive on a mental and a physical level. And something he said really hit a chord. Well, that when he said that, it really hit a chord about being recovery is a return to pre-event status. And I thought, okay, where am I on that journey? And I think work-wise, I'm there. I've had to adjust. My memory, short-term memory, is very sketchy. And looking back, I can look forwards, but I can't look backwards. And that's a personal thing. My wife is a complete opposite. She can look backwards, but can't look forwards. So I consider myself lucky that I can look forwards, because it gives me the opportunity to plan this sort of stuff. So work-wise, I'm pre-Dom's death status, so to speak. But socially, I'm not. I used to love being around people. I still love being around people. I just can't do it very much. It exhausts me, and I overthink everything. So I'm not really contacting or contacted by many of those that I used to see, but that's okay, because I'm not ready for that yet. I think you guys are awesome, because your comments and encouragement is a social interaction that doesn't take too much social currency, if that, it's not taxing. So thank you guys. And I love it when a new person or an existing subscriber just says how a video has helped them or inspired, yeah, I'm going to use that word, inspired them, because that's what people are saying, and that's okay. It's just very difficult to say that about Yeah, that's where we are. We are in a successful camp, and tomorrow is going to be amazing because the weather is going to be much better than it is now, and I'm going to get in that pool and I'm going to show you that Nanjizal is the place to be, even on a stormy, windy, overcast day. It is very cold, which is why I got a spare sleeping bag. I'm going to shut this door and get to bed. Good night. Even though I'm dry, I'm completely dry, I still don't get why people bivvy. I still don't get it. And we'll keep trying until I find that one time where I'm like, ah, that's why you needed a bivvy. But it's not happened yet. Right, tomorrow. I did go down just to the pool just now. Got all the way there, and then waves came crashing over. So I'm not waiting up any longer. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I'll come and get some nighttime shots another time. See you in the morning. Well, that was one of the best night's sleep I've had in a long time. It's 10 to 10. I've been up for an hour or so just watching videos, and but it was so warm in this. Now I think what I got right this time is I eradicated 2 of the heat loss problems that you get when you're camping. Convection, so this kept the wind off the bivvy, and this OEX Traverse 5 is amazing. It is so comfortable. But this is the 3rd time this one's been used, and it's wonderful. It reflects the heat back into your body. I can't explain it. It's just like, it's like having central heating, but obviously you haven't. It's very, very good, very comfortable. Time to get my kit on, check out the sea, see where the tide is, and this is the point I want to make. Even on a day like this, when it's absolutely raging and it would be ridiculous to get in the sea, if you wait for low tide, something special happens here. Got a brew on, most of my stuff packed away. Getting my gear sorted, recharging things, packed up all my rubbish. Oh, I just found a tick right on the screen here. I'll give myself a good check when I get changed for swimming. They love the warm. Phone screens, GoPros, people's skin. Right, camp is broken, and as is always really important, you'd never know I was there. Can we go for a swim now? And what a difference a couple of hours can make. Think back to that raging sea coming through this cave, and now it's perfect. So I swim all over the UK, so that means leaky gaskets and distorted vision I just can't deal with. That's why I'm really pleased to test out the Windline swim goggles. Easy adjustment, press the button, adjust, pull tight. It's got that on both sides, beautiful lenses. Let's have a look at them underwater. And when you're out in the sun, it is literally like having a really good pair of sunglasses on. It's crystal clear, really clear out of the water, really clear in the water. Absolutely love them. Really, really like them. I like the look of them. I like the ease at which you can adjust them. The vision isn't distorted both in the water and out the water. I think that's what I like about them most. They're perfectly usable outside, protect you from the sun. These are great. These are absolutely great. This is another piece of kit that is always going in the bag.
So high.